Hey everyone, Garbage here. So you may have heard that Valve is currently in a bit of a situation. Recently, Valve has been forced to remove a whole bunch of NSFW games from the Steam store because their credit card processors, Visa and MasterCard, have all of a sudden decided that they want to enforce some sort of moral code of ethics, saying, hey, if you're going to be selling porn on Steam, we're not going to process your credit card payments. And I don't think Steam is the only store affected by this, but it's like definitely the biggest one, which considering how most of the world uses Visa or MasterCard, and basically all of Steam's revenue comes from credit card transactions, this is kind of a big deal. And so Valve has had no choice other than to comply. Now, the reason this has all come about is because of an Australian anti-porn activist group that managed to get about 1,000 or so people together to send mass emails to Visa and MasterCard telling them, hey, you need to start enforcing our moral values or you're terrible companies. And both Visa and MasterCard were like, okay, sounds good to me. And so that's why we're in the current situation. It's a little ridiculous if you ask me. Now, there's been some discussion about what Valve can do to get around all of this. Maybe they could start using cryptocurrency. Maybe they can start doing gift card schemes or something. They could even create their own credit card processor to compete with Visa and MasterCard. But here's what I think Valve is really going to do about this whole situation. They're going to do nothing. They're going to wait it out and wait until Visa and MasterCard come back to their senses. Because, yeah, they could go with some sort of alternative. And I'm sure that Valve is looking at all of their options right now. But I don't think any of the alternatives are going to be able to make up for the sheer amount of money they're going to lose if they're not able to process these credit cards anymore. Like, the entire company will die if they can't get Visa and MasterCard payments. I don't think I need to tell you just how big of an undertaking it would be to create a new competing credit card to Visa and MasterCard, right? You're talking about creating a whole new credit card system, which means you're going to have to get, Steam users to all switch over to that new credit card. And then you have to deal with all of the headaches of running a credit card processor. I just don't see it happening. I don't think it's realistic. And so I think what Valve is going to do is what they always do best, which is do nothing and win anyways, right? Sure, they're going to lose out on a good chunk of sales from NSFW games, from porn games, and whatever else games that Visa and MasterCard decide are icky to them. But Valve is probably just going to tank the hit. They're just going to focus on making money on non-porn games, which is already like the majority of what they sell anyways. And eventually, Visa and MasterCard will come back to their senses and this whole situation will be over. But until then, they've just shown the world, hey, if you can get about 1,000 people together to mass email them all at once, you basically controlled the world's finance. So start sending those emails. All right, have a nice day.